Peak mental performance isn't an innate talent reserved for a lucky few. It is a downstream effect of daily choices. While many people search for a quick shortcut or novel hack to improve memory, focus, and emotional resilience, the human brain relies on fundamental physiological and psychological inputs. Enhancing mental power is fundamentally about neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt, reorganize, and build stronger neural pathways in response to consistent daily habits. By aligning everyday routines with the brain's biological needs, you can noticeably sharpen clarity, boost cognitive endurance, and build lasting resilience. 1. Optimize the morning wake-up protocol. How you start the first hour of the day sets the neurochemical baseline for the rest of it. Early sunlight exposure. Getting 10 to 15 minutes of natural sunlight shortly after waking triggers a healthy spike in cortisol, your body's alertness signal, and sets your circadian clock. This enhances daytime focus while ensuring melatonin releases properly at night for deep, restorative sleep. Movement before screens. Engaging in light physical activity, like a brisk walk or run, increases blood flow to the brain and stimulates the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. BDNF acts like fertilizer for brain cells, promoting the growth of new neurons and supporting learning and memory. Delaying phone scrolling during this window prevents early dopamine overload, keeping your attention span intact. 2. Protect focus through single tasking. The human brain is not designed to multitask. When you attempt to switch back and forth between messaging apps, emails, and deep work, you incur a heavy cognitive switching penalty. This constant context switching drains prefrontal cortex energy and elevates stress hormones. To protect cognitive power, work in focused blocks. Implement structured focus windows, such as 45-90 minutes of dedicated effort followed by 10 minutes of complete mental rest. Control environmental friction, silence non-essential notifications, and keep your physical workspace clutter-free. Reducing external distractions frees up working memory for complex problem-solving. 3. Practice active mental decompression. High performance requires high-quality recovery. Operating at peak intensity without structured mental breaks leads to burnout and cognitive fatigue. Gratitude and reflection. Taking 3 minutes daily to write down specific points of appreciation or reflect on progress shifts the brain out of the threat detection state managed by the amygdala. This simple practice lowers circulating cortisol and activates regions of the prefrontal cortex involved in emotional regulation and higher-level reasoning. Micro-rest protocols. Incorporating non-sleep deep rest, NSDR, short meditation sessions, or brief walking breaks throughout the day gives the brain time to synthesize new information and replenish neurotransmitters. 4. Prioritize nightly brain maintenance. Sleep is not passive downtime. It is the most active cognitive maintenance process of the 24-hour cycle. During deep non-REM sleep, the brain's lymphatic system expands, flushing out metabolic waste products like beta-amyloid proteins that accumulate during waking hours. Simultaneously, REM sleep processes emotional experiences and consolidates short-term memories into long-term storage. Prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep is the single most powerful habit for maintaining long-term sharpness and emotional stability. Sustainable mental power isn't built overnight through radical overhauls. It is built through small, consistent daily actions. A morning walk in the light, a focused block of deep work, a moment of reflection, and a solid night's rest. When you treat these habits as non-negotiable foundations, clarity, creativity, and resilience follow naturally. The cellular basis, long-term potentiation, LTP. At the micro level, every mental habit either strengthens or weakens neural connections. When you repeat a behavior or recall information, neurons fire together across small gaps called synapses. How it works? Repeated activation releases higher concentrations of neurotransmitters like glutamate across the synaptic cleft, recruitment of additional receptors on the receiving neuron, and physical restructuring of the dendritic spine. The daily takeaway: consistency is what physically thickens these pathways. Short daily exposures to complex learning or focused effort alter brain structure far more effectively than irregular, intense marathon sessions. Metabolic fueling and brain hydration. The brain accounts for roughly 2% of total body mass. yet it consumes nearly 20% of your body's glucose and oxygen. What you consume directly impacts the efficiency of brain cell membranes and neurotransmitter synthesis. Hydration first. Even mild dehydration, around 1–2% loss in body mass, impairs concentration, short-term memory, and alertness. Drinking water immediately upon waking restores optimal fluid volume in brain tissue. Stable blood glucose, rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar lead to brain fog and irritability. Prioritizing healthy fats, like omega-3 fatty acids found in fish and walnuts, and complex carbohydrates, provides a steady energy supply to brain cells and supports the lipid membrane surrounding neurons. Deliberate cognitive challenge, neuroplasticity training. Passive mental consumption, watching videos, browsing feeds, keeps the brain in a low-engagement passive state. To trigger actual structural adaptation, the brain requires desirable difficulty, tasks that feel challenging but solvable, dual-end back or spatial puzzles. Engaging in working memory exercises forces the prefrontal cortex to retain and manipulate multiple pieces of information simultaneously. Learning a complex skill, picking up a musical instrument, a new language, or a complex physical movement, like martial arts or dance, forces distinct regions of the brain to coordinate dense packing connection pathways across the corpus callosum, the bridge between brain hemispheres. Emotional regulation and the amygdala prefrontal axis. Mental power isn't just memory and focus, it includes the ability to stay composed under stress. Unchecked stress activates the amygdala, the fear and emotional center, which essentially hijacks resources away from the prefrontal cortex.